man. Make sure you support the page. He's up.
Man, where are you from? I'm from down in the valley.
Listen to this.
You mean like San Antonio? Nah, man. Far. Join the gang Wednesday and Sunday night for live shows.
Turn off the light and
DITV Sports, where the valley goes to travel.
Follow down in the valley.
check out Down the Valley, man. Make sure you support the page. He's up.
Man, where are you from? I'm from down in the valley.
Listen to this.
Marco.
Hey,
Marco. It's time, baby.
somebody looks happy there.
I am extremely happy, man. It's game week, man. we've been going and talking about this all off season.
Yeah. Hey,
And
you want to bring Eddie in already?
nah, we'll make him wait a little bit. Eddie Lee, hold
Okay.
on, Eddie Lee. Unless he wants to talk volleyball. Nah, we'll bring him on right now. Hold on. I think he's getting situated. So
Yeah.
he's getting a little situated. But I told him 8:15, but that's all good.
Okay, cool.
Man, it's game week, man. I don't know what
Yeah.
to say. We've been waiting for this. We've been building to this. We've been talking about this. We've been learning how to do this, and now it's here. And I feel unprepared. I feel unprepared, man. I don't have stickers the way I want stickers. You know, I feel like my hat game is not right. I was trying on hats. I don't know. What's up with you? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I feel as prepared as I feel like I'm gonna be, and
Yeah.
and I don't mind being unprepared. I kind of like winging things and
Oh,
just
no,
going
no.
with it.
That
Um,
surprises me about you, though.
there's certain things that I don't mind winging, and stuff like this is one of those things.
Man, I feel so flustered, Doug. Like I
Mm,
feel like I'm unprepared. I don't know what we're gonna do. Like I mean, I'm prepared, right? It's a mental thing.
mm.
I don't know. It's just we've been waiting for it, man. We've been waiting for
Yeah.
it. We've been talking about it. We've been getting into what it is. I feel like I know this team really well, right? All the relationships, all the people I've been talking to, the excitement, the way people are framing it, just doing my research is
Hmm.
exciting. So for me, yeah, I'm ecstatic, man. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, you're right, Mike. It's the worst part, man. But the week's gone by pretty quick. It's Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, I had the volleyball game last night. I've got Mercedes PSG tomorrow, and then UTRGV Saturday. So it's a busy week of high school and college sports. So
Well, let's talk about the volleyball game, and
yeah,
we're gonna have to talk about Eddie's old school, right?
yeah.
Before he
Eddie's old
jumps
school.
in.
They took the L last night. Yeah.
Took the L, man. So you were at the game, Memorial Pioneer, top 15 matchup, I believe, in the state based on max preps, right?
Correct.
What made that match feel different, and what was it like, man? Because the videos and the stuff I saw, it was electric.
Yeah. I mean, you went to the Bird Bowl, so you kind of got to see that environment. But this is my first time being in an environment kind of like that. So, I mean, the first thing, both sides of the gym were packed. I mean, Pioneer seemed like they had like a blackout night. They had a huge student section.
Yeah.
Memorial had some students there too. So, between sets, the student section was kind of dueling back and forth, yelling things at each other.
Oh, I
That
like
was cool.
we can't hear you. That's just,
Yeah.
that's awesome, man. That's
Yeah.
high school sports is just different. I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones was "There's a net there" when they hit it into the net. That was a fun one. Pioneer also had cheerleaders there, which really helped the environment as well.
Yeah.
Um, and just getting into the volleyball, man, both teams were tremendous. Like both teams were playing above the net,
Yeah.
hitting the ball hard. both teams had tremendous defense. There was a bunch of long rallies, and there really weren't very many easy points in this game. So every point had to be fought for, and by the time that we left, I mean, it was 2.5 hours, maybe. It was a long game.
Man.
And this didn't feel like your normal Tuesday night volleyball game. It was just another thing that I'm excited to be a part of and getting to do going to these weekly volleyball games.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we're covering volleyball, and I'm glad, Marco, that you did that, and because these girls are talented. We have some really good volleyball going on in the Valley, and I know baseball gets attention, football gets attention, basketball gets attention, but volleyball and softball, on the girls' side, is huge. So I'm glad we're doing it. I'm glad you're doing it. I know Memorial was down 9-3 in the fifth set. How did they come back and win the match? I mean, that fifth set is exciting. It's like game 7, right?
Yeah.
How did they come back, and what stood out to you on the fifth set?
So I'll be honest. When Memorial went down 9-3, I'm like, okay, this is over. Pioneer took it. I mean, I was rooting for Memorial. I went to school there, so I had a rooting interest in this game. So, but yeah, it was just I thought they were down at that point. But earlier in the game, Pioneer was able to find open floor. They were able to get easy points. Like in the second, third sets. The first set, Memorial was getting those easy points. But once we got to the fifth set, Donata had a big ace for Memorial. Pioneer had a service era. I'm sorry. And then the score kind of came back to 11-11. And then Memorial fell down again, 13-11. So at this point too, I'm like, man, can we get this 4 points in a row? But Memorial responded again, and they won. They took 4 points in a row, and they won 15-13. And man, it was an exciting match. The replay I put of the last point got several comments saying that that the ref got it out, ref got it wrong. But our boy at RGV 956 Media went frame by frame on my video, and he caught the still of where the ball was, and it was clearly out.
Okay, good.
It was clearly out. So, I mean, part of it was the angle where I was. It was kind of hard to see, right. but it was out from what we could see from that still shot.
I'm not gonna lie. When I watched that video, I questioned it myself.
I mean, when I was watching it live, I questioned it myself.
Yeah, no, it's a big point, point to see. And I think, fifth sets are great looking at it. Who stood out in person that, was different than what you thought?
And so there was a lot of players that stood out. So, LeRae Jones from Memorial, I mean, she was playing all over the court. She was getting kills. She's got a super strong arm. She was playing defense up against the net. She was getting points from the back row, playing good defense from the back row. She was everywhere. And she was also getting some aces at the service line. She was just kind of doing everything. For Pioneer, Elle Hill was getting a lot of opportunities for kills. Unfortunately, a lot of her stuff was going out of bounds last night. So Pioneer missed a lot of those points. Well, one player that stood out for me from Pioneer that I guess I haven't heard be talked about very much was Cody Hill, number 14 for Pioneer. She played a big role in that game. Offensively, she was getting kills alongside their Elle Hill, and then defensively, she was standing out as well. So I'd keep an eye on Cody Hill for Pioneer, and Memorial's a young team, and like our boy RGV 956 said was. I mean, the closer they get into district and as they keep going, Memorial's just going to keep getting better. So, they've got a young team, and they're just going to keep improving throughout the season.
Are they pretty big, pretty lengthy?
And both teams were. Both teams were pretty tall. I mean, one thing Memorial said at the media day was that they're small, but they play big.
Right.
and seeing them in person, they didn't look that small.
Well,
I
maybe
mean,
small for volleyball, like because if you're, I went to high school with the girl who was 6'4" that went to UCLA, so
yeah.
I saw it. And part of my friend, there was another 6'2" girl that went to
Mhm.
San Luis Obispo. So I'm used to having big, tall volleyball girls, but
Yeah.
they can jump.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
they can jump. They can do it. So, anything else from the game that you want to talk about before we move on to do some football and do some other stuff?
Man, I'm gonna be in that gym at least one more time because I'm gonna go see Mission Vets play when they play Pioneer and District.
That's a good one.
Um, yeah, that'll be a district matchup. So I'm excited to see Maddie, Sophia, Delilah match up against L, Cody Hill, and all them. So I'm just excited for the rest of the season to get going.
No, I'm excited too, and we got Eddie coming in 4 minutes to let everybody know he'll be coming in. He's already joined, but we're going to wait 4 minutes before we bring him on. Next week, do you know what game you're going to Tuesday, or have you looked at the schedule? What are you doing Tuesday?
I have not looked into anything for next week yet.
Okay. Okay. So we'll definitely table volleyball, but we wanted to get that in. Like I said, we're supporting everything 956 as much as we can, and volleyball is one of them. So we're
Yes.
sad that Eddie Lee's team took the L, and we'll talk about that when he comes on, Pioneer. But we're giving some shine to these volleyball players because they work hard, they represent our area, and they're doing great things. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these teams gets to the third round or fourth round in volleyball. So we want to give them some love. So just to give you an idea of what we're going to do. So we got Eddie coming on at 8:15. After that, we're going to break down the UTRGV, UTPB game, talk about what UTPB has, right? Who they lost, what they're doing. Then we're going to talk about our high schools, and we're going to talk about our 2 game of the weeks with Los Fresnos versus Alexander. And then we have PSJA versus Mercedes, and we'll do an in-depth talk about that. I also interviewed Mark Lopez from Tex Preps, and I'll be dropping those edits tomorrow. And what he's going to do, so everybody knows, is that he's going to take the games that we're focused on, and he's going to give us more in-depth recruiting and player profiles on those games. So I talked to him earlier today, and he talked about Frankie. He talked about our Los Fresnos guys, the Ryans. Talked about Tyler. He talked about Evan. So we'll go over that when we have there. But we got a pretty stacked lineup next week. We'll have the first week of FCS done. So we'll have Samuel Kim come on and talk about week 1 of what happened. We got some banger games, and we got games tomorrow, fam. Tomorrow there's like 4 games that we can watch, along with Mercedes versus PSJA, which you'll be in the building, right? So we got a lot of content. I'm also doing something with the NFL, maybe. I'm working on it. I'm trying to do it. So that's another cool one. And
The
then
one you told me,
next
the
week-
one you told me about.
I'm still working on it. He says yes, but I'm trying to dial it in. Right.
Okay.
So,
All right.
it's booking guests, man. It's tough, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to bother people, right? But I also want to be able to do the best I can to get the best people we can. For instance, next week we have UTSA week, right? We have Darius Sterling coming on. He's a big insider with UTSA, right? And he's going to talk UTSA and UAC football. So he's a big person that I really, really respect. And then someone I just reached out today who actually interviewed Eddie is Ronnie Garza. So he's a former UTSA player. He's going to come on next Wednesday and talk about it. He has a new podcast. He just interviewed Eddie Lee. So if you guys have a chance, go check that out. I'll repost it on X. I'll repost it on Facebook. Really good dude. A former player, was recruited. He talked about his options and things like that. So really looking forward to next week's content. But without further ado, man, let's get to the star of the show. What do you think?
All right. So we have one answer already for our question of the week. So
What is it? What is it?
It was over under 54.5 for UTPB, UTRGV.
I'm taking the over also.
You're taking the over.
They're 2 offensive teams, man. Like, even though and we'll talk about it. Even though they lost a lot, UTPB, the guy that they hired was a high school coach that averaged 52 points last year.
Yeah. No, we'll talk about more.
We will.
But both teams also only gave up like 18, 19 points a game. So,
So we'll talk
yeah,
about it.
we'll get Eddie's opinion on that too.
Eddie, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
Man, I appreciate you doing this, Eddie, man. And it's game time, man. It's game week, man. How you feeling? What are you thinking? What's in your head right now for this week?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's exciting times, man. Football's back. Everybody's been waiting for it. I mean, I went to practice the other day. The guys look ready to go, man. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah. How's your summer? Talk about it. I've seen you on the golf course. This looks like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
doing some nighttime golfing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how was the summer? What kind of trips did you take? And tell me about your summer.
Had a good summer. Been working out a lot, I would say. And then on my free time, I like to play some golf, of course, with the buddies. That's been real fun. Went to Canada for a little bit. That was cool.
Ooh, I wasn't going to bring that up, but you did. You did.
Yeah, went to Canada for a little bit.
Talk about that.
Say it again.
Talk about that. How'd that go?
That was cool. It was a cool experience. I got to do like a private workout in front of like the GM, the head coach, and the OC of Saskatchewan Roughriders. So that was pretty cool. And then after that, I've just been training, hanging out with some buddies here and there, just staying ready. So yeah.
The next step for football is looking at next season. Is that what we're doing? Just getting ready, training, and ready for the
most
opportunity?
likely. For sure.
Okay. Now, I'll be honest, man. After you posted that you were looking at that team, I actually watched the game.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I thought it's a great product. Because anybody haven't seen the CFL, man, the CFL is a hidden gem. If you're a football dog, man, CFL has some good ones. And I know that the team that you're looking at, that you got into the situation with, aren't they one of the former champions? Or they're pretty good,
I think they
aren't
won it last year.
Yeah.
And so like they have my rights. So like if another team wanted me, I couldn't go. Like they have my rights. So
Okay. So it's not like a practice contract. It's just basically saying if you sign with the CFL, you have to go with them first.
yes, they have 4 quarterbacks right now. So I think that's the league max you can have. So I mean, it's just. But I know their starting quarterback's 41 years old. So
Whoa.
yeah. So
Whoa.
I wonder how much longer he'll be going.
Is there a chance that things happen and they call you and be like, hey, I need you here next week? Is there a chance for that?
Yeah, I mean, if someone got hurt or something, that's a possibility.
Nice. Okay. And how was the workout? How'd it go? You did well, or how do you feel it did?
Yeah. I mean, out of 50 throws, only 2 balls hit the ground. So I mean, felt good about that. Felt like I was spinning it pretty good. I mean, I got good feedback from everyone, so I mean, it was good to hear.
Yeah, they don't mess around at pro level, right? They'll break you down. Like they're like, you didn't do well or you did really well. So let's get into the questions. And I think for us, I really want to hear what your mind when it comes to quarterbacking, right? I think that's one of the things for me. So I want to kind of take inside your mindset of week one after a long preparation. What kind of turns on the week of a game, and what kind of preparation happens, and what does it look like the week of the game?
Well, I mean, I think the preparing starts way before just the week of the game. I mean, you got the whole off season to work on some things that you need to work on, and you got the whole summer to get your chemistry right with your guys. Know you're on the same page, and then fall camp helps tremendously. I mean, you're with them every day, and then you're gonna get to learn your guys really well. So if you're not connected in the summer or not connected in fall camp, I mean, you have so much time to build on that stuff. And then I would just say, just for the week, I mean, I know everyone's gonna have the jitters the first game back, and I'm excited to watch them. But I mean, something that you need to prepare for the week one, I would say, is just you got to know your plays inside and out. You got to know your first read, your second read, your third read, and then you got to know where your hot is at all time. Because like especially like you're playing what is this, a D2 team? They'll do some funky stuff sometimes and bring some hots from different areas. So I would say just you need to know where your hots are at all times.
Now, when it comes to the script, and you don't have to tell me any inside information. Typically, a school has a script, right? First 10 to 15 plays. Is that common with UTRGV, or is that not something that you guys do at UTRGV?
I mean, I think it's just common in general. I mean, some coaches do their own thing. Like some, like you can get out there and they just have a feel like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna go off script here. But I mean, most of the time you practice a script of like your first like 5 plays. You know, like you'll have a script written down. But it's like say you get like a big chunk play, then it's like all right, like I'm going off script. I'm in the red zone already. So I mean, it just depends.
Now, I heard on the interview that you and Xavion missed all your long throws during practice leading up to the first game.
Yeah, that's actually funny.
And I think you saw that to Sam on the Rio Grande podcast. But
we
talk about that a little bit.
In the spring and in the fall. I mean, or not in the spring and in the fall camp. I mean, I think we were maybe like 0 for 8 on just deep passes, and like, but they were so close every time. It was either like I underthrew them or I barely overthrew them. And I was telling him, I was like, dude, watch when the game comes, we're gonna get it right. Like, just trust, trust. And I know we were both frustrated because we weren't connecting. And I think we were all just like, dang, like it's just I don't know. And then sure enough, week 1, man, and then it's like it's like we've been playing with each other forever, you know. So it was cool.
Yeah, and then he turns out to have the highest yards per catch in the country.
Yeah,
after all of that.
He's an unbelievable player. Everyone makes fun of him for his size, but I mean, the football size does not matter at all.
No, I think Sproles like gave that what it needed to get.
Yeah,
right. Sproles, and then you have Welker, and you have these guys that Amendola was another one,
like a Deuce Vaughn.
Yep, another one. Oh yeah, Deuce Vaughn. There we go, Cowboys baby.
That's right.
So those things. I agree. I don't think it's the same environment it was. Now, I wanted to ask a question about last offseason because obviously Diaz is a special player.
Yeah.
How quickly did you find out he was a special player?
You know, before I even got to UTRGV, I heard stuff about him. I heard people talking about him. And I was like, this is like a real good freshman receiver. I was like, okay. And I saw that he got a scholarship in their practice here. So okay, obviously it's a stud. And when I got there, they're like, yeah, basically all of their spring practice era. I mean, he was making every play, whether it was taking screens for touchdowns or snagging over people in the end zone. And then it took me like one practice where he was pretty much covered on a football, and I was real late on it. So he was trying to stand there with the corner. And I was like, screw it, I'm going to see what he got. I mean, he just goes up and just head tops the guy, and like everyone kind of looked around like, okay, like this guy's a dude.
Marco, are you hearing static or is that just me?
No, I hear it too.
Oh, you hear it? Eddie, I think that's on your side. Try it again. Test, test, test.
You hear me?
Yeah, you're a little staticky, Eddie. You want to maybe close it and come back? Yeah, try closing it and coming back. See what happens.
All right.
Live show, man. You never know what's going to happen. I heard a lot of it, though. I mean, Diaz was a dog early on and often, right? So that's good to hear on it.
Yeah, and that was interesting that they missed all their deep throws leading up to the game.
Oh yeah, and then when they happened, the first touchdown was Xavion Nolan for like 70 yards or whatever. Yeah, and I still remember that, man. The crowd was going nuts. I spilled my beer, to be honest with you, because I think it was on our sideline, on the guest sideline, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because I think I was filming it, trying to get all as much as I can, and then he got it and went straight to the house. So I'm interested. On towel hanging from Eddie's waist. That's true.
I changed it. You still used yours.
Which one?
I think he's talking about the thumb picture or something. Unless I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. No idea. Okay, so this guy's taking a second mortgage out on the UTSA spread. Robert,
The spread's 29.5, Robert. So what do you?
are you
What
taking UTSA or UTRGV?
if you say that's a big second mortgage?
I would take the 29 and I would take the minus 29.5. I would take UTSA on that.
So you think they're gonna win by more?
Yes.
You're a realist, man. You don't mess around.
I
Don't
mean,
mess around. Anybody else think what the spread? What is 29.5 good? Is that bad? What's the chat thinking right now? Right, trying to figure out if that's a good spread. I think it's a fair spread.
yeah, I agree, Marco. I agree.
I mean, they're picked to win their conference.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to that. Is the spread low? I think 54 is about right. 60-17. Ooh, that would hurt.
Well,
Marco.
well, the 54.5, that's UTPB, not UTSA.
Oh, excuse me. You're right. I messed that up.
So back to why I picked. So I mean, both defense. UTRGV gave up, I think, 18 a game. UTPB gave up 19 a game, and I think they were scoring like 30-ish points each per game. So that's kind of where I came up with the 54.5. So seems like a fair number, but I mean, we'll see.
We got to figure it out.
We don't have a quarterback. And
we have a quarterback, fool. Don't say we don't have a quarterback.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I don't think Travis Bush is telling the truth.
Oh, 100%. He knows.
I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows who he's starting.
Wait. You think he said he knows and doesn't know?
I think so.
Why? Why would that happen?
Because nobody's taken the job.
I worry that he's playing coy.
I think he's avoiding it.
Ooh. Well, here's my hot take.
Yeah.
It's not a hot take, man. Coaching is hard.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Transfer portal is hard.
Yes.
Navigating personalities is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Navigating future transfer portal quarterbacks, and here's where I'm going. And you already probably know where I'm going.
No, I don't.
I am under the impression that he's going to give Garrett every opportunity to be the man. Because he transferred and made a decision to come down here. Now, I don't know if that's the best idea. And I think there's some discussion for that, right? I don't mind it. I don't mind him having an opportunity to win the job. I just would have liked that opportunity to come earlier, right? And then the finality of it to happen earlier. But that's my opinion. That's just our opinion.
I mean, I will say that he has had the opportunity, but he hasn't taken it.
Well, then then that mean AJ didn't take it either?
That means that no one has separated themselves. Yeah.
That's the word. I think we can agree on that. Because if somebody separated themselves, then that would have been different.
Yeah.
Oh, we got him back. What's going on? We good at it? Let's do a check. Check.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Were you on a computer now?
Yeah. Well, I had to use my mom's iPad. My phone just blew up. Sorry.
Okay.
No, you're good, man. You're good. So we talked a little bit about Tony when you kind of went out, and I think you were talking about, when you knew he was special, and I think you said that you were breaking up, you threw a deep ball to him, and that's one of the things that Iowa, and I don't know if you probably did, everybody read it, is they're saying he's the next Travis Hunter.
Wait, what?
Is he playing two ways in Iowa?
He's not.
No.
He's not.
He's playing one way.
No, but he said that there's a guy, I mean, everybody has an opinion, but this kind of went viral on X, is that he has the ball skills and he's the best receiver in the FCS that went to FBS since Travis Hunter?
Oh, then yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds more likely, right?
Yeah.
Other than the ball skills, how fast is that guy, Eddie? So somebody said he ran a 4.3. Was that true?
I talked to him the other day. He said he hit 23 miles per hour, which that's ridiculous.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think he's already incredibly fast and quick. So and he honestly looks stronger and bigger. So it's probably scarier.
And that's a scary part. I mean, he's
Yeah.
still. I mean, how old is he? Is he 21 yet? No, right?
No.
He's like 20 years old, maybe.
19, 20, yeah.
So he's still maturing. So if he gets into the 4.3s, man, and he has
I think he is
1,000-yard
4.3
season
right now, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on 23 miles an hour,
Yeah.
that's a 4.3. Because imagine 4.3 with those ball skills, right?
Yeah, because I know when I was at UTSA, Tariq Woolen hit 23.5 maybe.
Okay. And what was he?
I don't know. He was 23 something.
Man, that's fast, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's
insane.
crazy.
Okay, so next question I have. Actually, I'll let Marco ask the next question. Go ahead, Marco.
Okay. So, I mean, looking at the off season, the summer, what does a quarterback, really need to accomplish during that time? Like besides getting better at throwing your routes or learning the playbook, what's something that people don't know that a quarterback's got to do during that time?
I mean, you got to know your playbook inside and out. Obviously, I mean, you're the manager of the field, and especially with Coach Bush. I mean, if you catch fire, he's gonna let you not do your own thing, but he's gonna give you the freedom to be able to check some things. Obviously,
Mhm.
but I think the most important is you've got to be accurate. You got to work on your accuracy, which is staying polished, throwing, and you got to be able to run. Those are the two main things at quarterback. You got to be able to escape the big guys, the D linemen. You got to be able to at least run away from linebackers, and then you got to be accurate. And I think that's the main things.
All right. So if you were in this QB battle right now, I mean, we've got 2-3 guys fighting for the QB1 spot. If you were in this battle, what would be going through your head? I mean, what would your mindset be? How would you handle the competition?
Yeah, I mean, I think the main thing is you want to win the locker room. You want to win the guys. The guys want to trust you, of course. They want to look to someone that's like a leader, and they can look to when times get tough. I mean, every season you're gonna have some adversity. And it's like, all right, who's the guy that's gonna lead us? I think that's something you can look at. And I mean, if I was in that quarterback competition, I mean, it's an everyday battle. You got to go 1-0 every day, like Coach Butch preaches. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like you hate the other guy. I mean, the other guys that get you better. So I mean, honestly, you look at it as a good thing. I mean, if you had no competition in the room, it's like, oh, am I getting better or not? So
Yeah.
There's two ways to look at it.
We got a question from Marco. You've been on both sides of the transfer side. Owen came in, I believe, when you were at UTSA, correct? How was that experience? And give us some insight into that competition.
Yeah, I mean, Owen made me the 10 times better than the player I was. I mean, just me and him going at it every day. I mean, looking back at it, it was honestly a blessing. I mean, he made me a tremendous player, and he's also a tremendous football player himself. I mean, he can do it all. He can run, he can throw bombs, very accurate, very smart quarterback as well, and a great dude. So, I mean, it was to be able to have a competition battle with him. It was, even though I didn't win it in the end, which is tough, but at the same time, he helped me learn a lot, and he's a great dude. So, yeah.
What was that conversation like, Eddie? Take us behind the curtain. Is that something that Coach Traylor sits you down and gives you honest feedback?
Yeah, he sat both of us down and just kind of, I mean, real respectful about it. It's like, this is what we're going to do. I was like, all right, like, of course you're bummed out, right? You're like, dang, like, you worked hard for it, but at the end of the day, it's a business, and they got to do what they got to do. So, I mean, and as the backup role, which is it's pretty hard because you're trying to have like a starter mentality, like going through all the plays and watching film. But at the end of the day, you're not really playing as much, which is real hard on your mental, I guess. But I mean, whoever wins the battle coming Saturday, I mean, you got to be ready no matter what. I mean, your name can be called no matter what. So that's what I would recommend for those guys. You got to stay ready.
Yeah, I agree. Saturday, Obviously, we're playing Division II team. You know, we're not going to doubt them. We're not going to talk bad about them. But it is a Division II team, right? So, what are you looking for now as kind of a fan watching the program? What are you looking for Saturday that we might not know as a fan that you can see as a former quarterback? What are you looking for?
Um, you know, I think they're a very good team. Honestly, they
Hmm.
finished pretty high in their conference last year,
Hmm.
and this is no. You say Division II team. I mean, I don't think it matters to any of us. Like they're a good team. You know, they have good. They brought in good transfers. They brought in about 40, I think I saw.
Yeah,
And I mean, and they have
that's a
some dudes
lot.
that stayed there. Like I know Traylon Sewell, their starting receiver. He's very good.
Huge, big time receiver.
Yeah, he's a very good player. I got to practice with him a couple of times. He's a stud. Um, but
Where'd you
yeah,
practice? Where'd you practice with him at?
back in College Station,
Oh,
I
cool.
practiced a couple times. Yeah,
Nice.
he's very good. So I mean, they got balls on the team, so it ain't no cakewalk, you know.
Right.
Uh, but yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
From a coaching, because I don't, you know, I always am interested in what you're going to do after football, right? And I asked you before, and you said, you know, you're going to leave it up to the man above, and I respect it, right? As a coach, if you put your coaching hat on, right? Is it stats? Is it the way they move the team, right? Is it big plays? What are things you would look at as a coach to determine who you're not? I don't need you to name a person, but what would you be looking for?
Well, what do you mean? Like what exactly am I looking for?
Yeah, so are you looking at certain stats to name a starter when you're a coach and you're seeing, okay, we got two guys playing against a Division II team, game one. Are we just looking at who has the best stats and trying to name them the starter, or is there
Oh,
other intangibles you're looking at?
stats don't go into it. I would say definitely just whoever's like a leader, whoever can get the team going. You know, like who do the guys look to in the locker room? I think that's the main thing. And then also like who you can trust on the field. Like I think that's a big thing. Like as coaches, you want to be able to trust your quarterback with everything. Um, and I think all of them. I mean, everyone in that room is good. It's. I mean, I know it's a tough battle. I know Coach Bush hasn't gave a starter or anything, but
Mm-mm.
I mean, I guess we'll see Saturday.
Now, he did talk about Chavez, and I always thought Chavez was kind of an undercover guy. That Chavez might get some playing time.
Yeah, he's a
I'm going to
baller.
give you some. I'm going to give you some names, right? And you tell me what they do well. So let's start with Chavez. What's Chavez do well? I know he has a strong arm, pretty
Mhm.
athletic. What have you seen from him, and what does he do well as a quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, he has one of the strongest arms I've been around, and then he can also run very well, which is like
Hmm.
I feel like people don't give him enough credit for. And I've seen him run, and he runs real downhill, and he's faster than me, that's for sure. He's very fast. Um,
That's big, though, man. That you got the wheels, so if he's faster than you,
no,
that's a
not in
pretty big
in the
deal.
quarterback room. I might have been the slowest guy. Me and JP might have been the slowest guys there. The quarterback room is very fast. I mean, Aiden, Garrett, um, Atzel, Bays, they're all very fast.
How about Bays? He did really well in the spring game.
Hmm.
You know, obviously he threw a touchdown to his brother, which was pretty cool. What do you see about him, and what's his potential look like?
Yeah, dude, he's a baller, man. I mean, he's the type of dude. He has no fear in any moment. You can
Mm.
just tell, and you can tell he's a gamer. Like just any broken play, it's like all right, now it's Bay's time to shine. It's like when you get a broken play, you're almost like happy for him in a way, just 'cause he can make plays off the run. So he's a great dude too.
Let's go to the next one, Garrett. I don't know how much have you seen of him. Obviously, they talked about the gunslinger, right? That's kind of
Yeah,
a media thing, right? What have you seen from him, and what does he do well?
yeah, no, he's when I've watched. I mean, he's got an arm, dude. I mean, when it's
Yeah,
almost like you hear the ball when it comes off his hand. It's got like a little whistle.
I
Nah,
was gonna
he
say, does it have that whistle? Because I know that's usually. I used to remember hearing that the guys that have the whistle, you know they had
no,
arm
and
strength.
he's extremely accurate and like a phenomenal dude. And obviously, he's had that experience at the Power Five level, so I mean, he knows what it takes. Um, and yeah, I mean, his arm, and he can also run. Like he can run very well.
Mm.
So like, don't sleep on that. But yeah, I mean, his arm and his being able to anticipate things is very good.
And our last one, AJ. Obviously, for me, I've been a fan of AJ. When he came in against SFA, he did really well. Flash when he came in for you. What does he do well, and what are you excited about for him?
Yeah, man. I mean, like all the quarterbacks, he can do everything. I feel like, I mean, like kind of like what I said about Bays when they get on the move and being able to have like scramble plays. I mean, I think that's where the explosives can come from. Like scramble plays, a lot of explosives can come from. He can run very well, and he can also throw very well. So it's like, as a defense, how do you prepare for both? You know, I mean, that's really with all the quarterbacks. They can all run and throw very well. I mean, they're all so good. I mean, it's hard to tell, man. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. Yeah, I think next week, once we have the game tape, when you come on, we can talk a little bit more specific on plays and give us an insight. Marco had a question. If you were a coach,
Hey, hold on, Roy. You forgot to ask about JP, about Jaden.
oh, my fault. JP, talk about JP.
Yeah, they've been saying JP's like a little mini Phillip Rivers. Apparently, that's
Oh,
the word. They said his anticipation for windows and his accuracy has really came along, and I'm excited for him, man. He's a hard worker, dude. He's in his playbook every day. You can just tell by the way he operates. But yeah, he's a stud.
he was a Flower Bluff kid, right? He went to Flower Bluff.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he was a baller in high school.
His
Man.
stats are like incredible at Flower Bluff.
Insane, insane. Marco asked, not this Marco, another Marco. If you were a coach, would you run a 2-quarterback system?
I mean, preferably not, but if you got two dudes, why not? You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I mean, kind of like what Southeastern did. They had a quarterback that could throw pretty well, and they had a quarterback that could run pretty well. And it worked effectively for them. I don't see why not. Someone else can do it.
And I think Sacramento State did it in 22. I think we were told, where they went pretty far in the playoffs with 2 quarterbacks. So it's not like it can't be done,
Yeah.
right? I just think now, I mean, if it's, I don't know. To me, if it's going to be a 2-quarterback system, I would rather just know as a fan.
Yeah.
But
right.
but that's not why we're fans and we're not coaches, right? So I don't mind what Travis Bush is doing. I don't mind, he wants to see what happens. But this is my thoughts, and I don't know if I'm going to throw this at you and see what you think. Obviously, UTPB, if everything goes well, we're going to see our 3rd or 4th quarterback, right? Just like we saw last year's non-conference, right? Then we go to UTSA, and it's a tough game. Everybody knows it's a tough game, right? So we may not know then. My worry is game 3 on the road at Nichols.
Yeah, that's a conference game. Got to have that one.
Conference game, you got to have it. What do you think about going into that game without a starter?
I mean, I think we'll have a starter by then. You got 2
Okay.
games on your belt. I mean, I don't see why not.
Okay.
So I'm not really worried about not having a starter by Nichols.
Okay. So you think we're going to have it probably after the first game, maybe?
First or second game. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Marco, you got anything else for Eddie?
Well, I guess we can ask you about our questions we've had. So UTRGV and UTPB. So UTRGV minus 17.5. What are you taking?
Where'd y'all get a line from? Y'all just made that up, or
I just made it up. Yeah.
I think it's low.
Yeah. There's no lines for like FCS Division II games. So
I don't know, man. I mean, obviously, I'm going to say UTRGV by 50. So yeah, whatever that is.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I don't have anything else for it.
No, I think that was great. And I think hopefully next week, if you can come back on, we'll have some film maybe to put up on the screen and you can kind of tell us what you see and be able to break that down, if that's okay.
For sure, man.
All right, man. Well, I'll give you back your time, man. We appreciate you doing this, Eddie. Always a pleasure to have you on. And I think it's really going to help out the fans. You can kind of tell us what to look for, because that's really my biggest thing, because, we're not, former college athletes like you for football. So I'm looking forward to that, man.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me, man. This was fun.
Absolutely, man. Talk to you soon.
All right.
I'll shoot you a text.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie. Take it easy, man. Yeah, man. I think next week when we have the film is going to be even better, because then we can kind of say, hey, look, what is this, right? What do you see? What do you do? But I was really happy about getting the information. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it was cool to have that insight. But what he says, we will have a starter. I mean, and what he said about the stats not mattering or not taking part in that decision. I mean, it's just who can lead the team, who gets the guys going. I mean, so um, yeah, that was a different something I hadn't really thought of, I guess.
Well, that's the fan talking, right? To me, it's like, oh, the stats are going to be everything.
Mm-hmm.
To him, the player is like, well, that doesn't mean everything.
Yeah.
Because, you can have a little bit less stats, but you have the command of the offense, right? You're checking the things that are working. Because, being in the quarterback room or being, me, I've been in coaches' rooms with my father and with, throughout my life. It's really about what they do to command the offense, right? Shifting the coverage, shifting the blocking scheme, right? Being able to take a run that was going to go right and make it go left, right?
Yeah.
That stuff that we don't know, we don't see is what makes the quarterback position really special and one of the hardest positions in sports. In my opinion, hitting a baseball and playing quarterback, to me. And you know about the baseball thing. That's
Yeah.
hard. That sucks. So,
Well, I would say catcher, but yeah.
ooh, why catcher?
I mean, they're the QB of the baseball team, man, and and physically they're the ones getting beat up the most.
I get it. Well, let's move on to our UTRGV Premium Basin look, man. So let's get into these questions.
Let me comment on this about
Mike, what do you say?
Eddie coming back. So
I wish.
I saw today the SEC passed a rule banning pro athletes from coming back.
Well, that's one conference, though.
No, I'm just saying the SEC passed it, so I'm assuming it's going to be spread down to most conferences or all conferences doing that pretty soon.
Well, I thought LSU signed somebody.
Well, they just banned it today, so I guess that doesn't work anymore. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe for a specific situation, but not a proven consistent concept except Sac State. Yeah, we talked about that. That's true. That was the biggest one. I think, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I mean, look, Megan and I think Ray was there, right, when they asked him. I didn't expect him to say he knew who was going to be the starter and not say.
Well, like I said, I don't think he knows.
Because why won't you just say? Like, if you're not going to, if it's still a battle and that's what it is, why not just say who's starting the game?
Yeah. I don't know why I get this feeling, but I think he's just afraid to name somebody right now. I don't know why I get that feeling from him, but that's just what I'm seeing.
I mean, it might be a secretive thing. It might be him playing mental games with Nichols.
I don't think so.
Could be, man. Coaches play mental games.
Yeah, but I'm not getting that vibe from it.
You just think that he truly doesn't know, even though he said he knows.
Yes.
He said he knows. What are you talking about?
That doesn't mean he knows.
It says here, it's a secret to keep the ops on their heels.
I just don't buy it. I don't buy it.
I can hear the secretive of it, but UTPB doesn't really matter for that. The one that I would say we're keeping it away from is Nichols, because it's a conference game.
Yeah, but I not naming a starter for week 1 doesn't help you with Nichols.
It wasn't. Well, let's get into the question.
I mean, because you could name a starter for UTPB, but it could be your backup. You know, it's just I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, it's what it is, and that's why we're able to talk about it. I mean, to be honest, it gives us something more to talk about, right?
Yeah.
But okay, let's finish that off with this. Will we have a starter before will he announce a starter before UTSA? In your opinion?
the way he's going right now, it doesn't seem like it, but I hope so.
Well, make a decision, man. Yes or no? Will we know the starter going to? Will he announce the full-time starter before UTSA?
No.
I say no. Also, I say no.
Yeah.
I in my opinion, I think he wants to get to UTSA to see what they do against UTSA. But I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like.
Well, I mean, we can like or not like, right? But that's what I think is happening, right?
Yeah.
So because UTPB, you're going to see Axel in that. You're going to see Jaden, right? I think it's going to be a 30-point game. Now, we'll talk about what they have and what they bring back. But if you see a third and fourth quarterback game one, you're not going to have enough information probably to choose the starter. And then UTSA is a level up. How much of that information plays? But, we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Your QB1 is going to play in the first quarter of the last preseason game.
True.
Which is like, you would want to give your QB1 the first snaps in this Division II game. I don't know.
That's a great point. We're UTSA's game one.
But we're not close enough for that to matter. I genuinely don't think that.
You don't find any value in UTSA as far as results?
No. Unless, like I said last week, if we cover. That's going to be a big win if we cover.
Ray, did you mean if we overplay his hand or underplay his hand? To me, that he's underplaying his hand, correct?
To me, that reads like he's going to think too much about it and mess all the games up. But that's how I read it. I don't know how Ray's meaning it, though.
All right. Marco says it's AJ if he has to guess. What else? Who else thinks that in the chat? Is it AJ? Who's starting, AJ or Garrett right now today, Marco? Before we get to these questions, eventually we got to get these questions.
You know what? I'm going to say JP just because nobody knows anything.
Now you're being whacked. Get out of here.
I'm going to say JP. And what if he starts? What if he starts? What if he does?
Barry said it's two people, man. Stop being whacked.
What if he starts?
I don't think so. Let's get to the questions. UTRGV versus UTPB. You started off.
Okay. Which paper am I looking at?
Whatever
you sent
one,
me,
man.
You sent me like 5 of them.
It's the one that has the questions, the 3 questions.
Oh, that one. Okay.
I did send you 5.
I know you sent me all these things. I didn't know what to look at.
Well, you were sleeping. Coach Wiss has X amount of years as head coach. He definitely knows. That's true. Over 25 years. I just think that would be a big time transfer if you missed already. I just think it was your big transfer. That's true. That's what we talked about. Like if it was,
and then it does seem like he's trying to get Garrett to win it, trying to give him more time.
I mean, that's an opinion, but that could be. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why we're here talking about it. That's what makes game week fun.
Yeah,
is that we can have our own opinion and be knucklehead fans and have a good time with it. Mm-hmm. I think AJ is going to start this week. And the reason is because he was a starter at the open practice. He was a starter at spring, and they're going to give him the opportunity to start. Now, I'm not saying he's going to win it because I have no idea, but I think they're going to give him the start.
Okay.
If you don't have it now, you won't have it in a week. No, this week's done. They're not even this week is preparation week. Nobody's winning the job this week. So he already said they're both going to play. So let's see what we got on these questions, and then we can talk about UTPB.
Okay, so UTPB, UTRGV. So what do you think this matchup's really about? So I mean, we've got 2 teams that had, very good defenses last year. Both teams also had really good offenses. So, what do you think is the biggest matchup in this game?
I mean, I think the biggest matchup is the line play on our side. I think that's where we have the biggest advantage, right? Because we have 4 returning linemen, right? And we should control the line of scrimmage. I would love to see run the first 2 series.
Yes.
I
would like that too.
I would love to see a 15-yard run, a 7-yard run, us pushing people back, because what that's going to do is going to allow the quarterback to ease into that first play action pass.
Yeah.
And that's football. If you can get them on their heels in the run and we're pushing it up the field, we can hit them with the play action pass, and then that quarterback's going to have a wide open receiver because they're going to try to come up and stop us. Now, there's some talent defensively that they're bringing back. They lost some guys. Like they lost Tristan Exline. He was a linebacker, had 143 tackles last year. He's at Iowa State, right? They lost a defensive lineman, Will LeBlanc. He's at West Virginia. So they lost some of the defensive players up front that are going to stop the run. But they have a couple defensive linemen back. David Walker is one of them. He had 24 tackles last year. Mikael Soto, which is from Oceanside. Shout out to my hometown. He's a linebacker that has 64 tackles this year, right? So for me, the line play is going to be the biggest one, and that's where we should have the biggest advantage. And I want to see them run that ball. What do you think?
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I think with the quarterback situation we have, I think leaning heavy on the run is going to be the right play.
Absolutely.
I mean, I want to see. I mean, I want to see TJ Dement break something off big. I want to see Malachi Lane break something off big. I want to see something like that we can just kind of have an eye on. Like, what are these guys doing? I mean, because we've got guys in the backfield. So I mean, we need to see what they can do behind this line. And the more, like you said, the more we can make this offense maybe more run heavy, that kind of helps our quarterback situation right now.
I agree, and I think that TJ is going to be good. We got to see Lane. That's what Miguel says, and the other boys eat, and I agree. I agree. I want it to be run. First 3 plays, I don't even care if they stop us. I want them to run the ball.
Yeah.
Because we also have a running back battle. That's man, this is what worries me, man. We got a quarterback battle and we have a running back battle. The running back worries me less because you always play 2 running backs typically.
Or even 3. I mean, yeah.
But I want to see who the running back's going to be. So I would love to see 3 runs. If they stop us, our defense can come in, stuff them again, flip the field, and we run some more. And then on second down in the second series, I would love a play action pass. And I would love to see Glenn get loose or Cord get loose or Kyron Lee come in the center with a slant, right? Or maybe a bubble screen where they get loose, show their athletic ability, right? Maybe get Alex Green a touch on that second down play, right? Get the big boys out there in the zone run or whatever they're looking to do where the big boys can get out and do those. He likes to do the screens. That's part of the run and shoot or whatever they ran last year. So, and then we have another unknown is what's Coach H doing? Coach H is the new offensive coordinator. He's going to bring different wrinkles. So
I mean, if I want to see, the quarterback part of the running game.
So you want to see like a quarterback draw or RPO where they're coming around breaking protection.
Yes, I want to see RPOs because we have such a veteran line, because we have a good backfield. I mean, we have quick, fast receivers. I would like to see more of an offense like that, like honestly, because then, like I said, it puts less pressure on the QB. I mean, they got to make quick decisions, less time to think, which if you're unsure about your quarterback position, less time in my opinion, would be better. You kind of react instead of make bad decisions. But I mean, that's the kind of offense that I kind of like in general, like in any football team.
Well, let's do a quick, coaching profile. So, Coach from last year, Chris McCullough is now at Gardner-Webb, right? He was 11-win season last year, took the Gardner-Webb job. I guess that's a bigger job. I mean, Gardner-Webb's still a small school. And Chris Softly is now the new head coach. Now, Chris Softly is a high school coach, right? Coached at Lubbock Christian, has 2 state titles, 2022 and 25, 7 district titles, 4 state final trips, and his teams averaged 52 points, right? So that's the coach coming in. Big time transfer portal place, right? We've already gone over who they lost. They lost their quarterback, Kenan Gibson, transferred to Abilene Christian, but left the team. I don't know what happened with that. That's something that's different. But last year he had 3,900 yards, 31 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, and 500 yards rushing. So the guy was a beast, right? So he's not there. I already talked to linebacker, I already talked to defensive lineman, right? Now, they have their own quarterback battle going on. They don't have a quarterback. And I looked at most recent reports. They got 3 guys. And this is all that I pulled. Solomon Jones is the only quarterback from last year that came back, and he only threw 6 passes. Actually, completed 6 passes. Nate Tenbarge is a transfer from Ouachita Baptist. I don't even know where that is. Okay numbers, 1,000 yards passing, 7 passing touchdowns, 195 rushing yards. Braxton Baker is an Augustina transfer, 6'2", 210. No game action last year. So they don't even have a quarterback, man. So that 17.5 point, you're tripping, man.
If you say so.
I'm just saying, because they don't have a quarterback. Now, they do have a receiver.
Neither do we.
Yeah, but we got a quarterback with FBS experience and a quarterback that was a good backup last year. They got 2 guys with no experience and 1 guy that threw 12 passes. There's a big difference, man. There's levels. That's
there
not
is,
the same level.
but we still don't have a quarterback.
Well, we got better quarterbacks than these. So now, what they
on paper we do.
Man, you are going to be all about just opposing everything I say. Whatever. Now, they do have a wide receiver.
Do you want me to agree and make the show boring?
I'm not saying to agree with everything, but man,
I'm gonna just say my honest opinion.
I got it. So now they do have a receiver that Eddie Lee talked about. Traylon Sewell, number 1 target, 60 catches, 719 yards, 8 touchdowns, and he missed 3 games. So our defensive backs need to get on a guy like that. They lost a wide receiver that's actually signed to the NFL, Ben Patterson. So Ben Patterson had 678 yards. He signed with the Browns, got let go, put on waivers, but then the Jaguars signed him. So they lost some talent. Skip and Steven are here. Skip and Steven are. That's fun. Are they talking about us?
Yes, they're talking about us.
I guess we're gonna have to be. But after reading all this, the one thing that really jumps out to me is that receiver Sewell. He's a talented kid, right? He's gonna be one that we need to be able to contain. But with the best part of our team is what?
Well, it's gonna be our defense.
All day, baby. That 4-2-5, right? Blackwell's going to be on the outside. Peanut's going to be there. The Good is going to be around. Richie Rich is going to be doing his thing, right? Jamarcus Anderson is going to be coming off the edge with the heater, right? We talked to AP on Sunday, and he said, watch out for Hank. And I forgot about it. We never even talked about Hank, and that guy's a dog, right? Then we got our 9.56 boy, Nathan Huerta. He's going to be coming up the middle. He just did an interview with Daniel, the attorney, and he talked about his goal is to be all conference. This is his last year. Yeah. Shout out to him. He got engaged. Shout out to the fam. Congratulations on that. Him and his beautiful fiance. So congratulations on that.
Ray Ray said Gardner-Webb's they're in the Ohio Valley, so they're a FCS school. So yeah, it's a step up from D2.
Okay. I get it. So, what else we got? I mean, they got a defensive lineman. His name is God Give Ugochukwu. Great name. Sounds like a defensive lineman to me. He's on the watch list. He had 22 tackles at Washburn in 2025, but he played for
Okay.
Sam Houston. So this is all the information on what they have coming back. So for
Yeah.
me, my question to you: when this game is over, what are you going to learn about UTRGV that matters the most for the rest of the season?
The biggest thing for me is going to be how well our running game does.
That's what you're focused on.
That's what I'm going to be focused on. The secondary thing I'm going to be focused on is, can whoever's under center move the offense and not turn the ball over? I mean, that's going to be the biggest thing coming out of this game. Are we playing clean football, and is our defense causing any trouble for UTPB? Are we causing turnovers? Are we getting 3 and outs? Or are we giving up long drives? I mean, I think that the running game, QB playing clean, and defense being able to not give up long drives. That's going to be the biggest thing, I think.
We got a couple ones. We got Jesus that says we want to know what QB1 situation is. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for cutting you off. Keep going.
No, I was going to say to Dumbuto's comment there. I think being able to see who the person under center, can they extend the plays if the linebackers get through, if the defensive line gets through, because then you get to see what they can do under pressure.
I don't think that's going to be a problem, though, man. We got 4 starters back on the line.
But
like we got, Wes Thompson is an all-conference left tackle. Our center is an all-conference center.
But it can't happen. It's not going to say it's not going to happen at all.
I don't think it's going to happen, in my opinion. I think our quarterbacks are going to be clean. I don't think we're going to get rushed. I think we're going to be able to run the ball. And people think that Bush is a thrower as a coach. He's a running coach. He likes to run that rock. Denny, there was a lot of Denny last year. And even when Denny was out, there was a lot of other fools out there running. So to me, that's different. Oh, is that Pops? I think Pops is asking a question. They have to take it step at a time, establish a run or establish pass, then go from there. Look at Pops. Pops chiming in. There you go, Pops. Establishing runs big. Establishing runs big. Marco says, our quarterback struggles and our running back struggles. It leaves the door open for you. Yeah, it does. It does, but I mean, we're 23-point favorite based on what Megan said today online. They do have odds, I guess, on this game.
Well, I haven't seen any. I'll look again. But usually there's not like official odds on games between divisions, but I'll look and see.
All right, final questions on the game. Buy or sell? UCRGV should win comfortably.
Should or will?
Should.
They should win comfortably, yes. Will they? I don't know.
I think I'm buying. They should and will win comfortably. I think it's going to be a 30-point game.
Okay.
In my opinion. Will we know UTRGV's long-term quarterback at the end of the game Saturday? Buy or sell?
Sell. You
don't think we're going to know?
No.
Me too. That's a sucky part. I'm really not happy to say that.
I agree, Marco. I would by far take plus 23.5. Yes, I would take that.
This is the easy one. UTRGV defense will set the tone before the offense does.
It has to. If not, then we're in for a rough game. So bye.
And last one, who starts at running back?
I'm gonna stick with my guy Malachi Lane.
You think he's gonna trot out there to start the game?
I think so.
I think it's going to be Dement or Garcia.
Okay.
I think it's going to be Garcia. And I think Malachi is going to get in a second series.
Second series. Okay.
And I think they're going to try to see what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
But My sleeper is Brendan Carroll.
Say things like, set a reminder, play music, and
What
what
is
is the
that?
weather tomorrow in San Francisco?
Can you hear that?
Yes. Do you need to know the weather in San Francisco tomorrow?
I think that was, I don't want to say her name, but I think that was Siri. So, in my opinion, it's going to be Garcia, and it's going to be a little bit of Dement, and then Malachi Lane's going to come in the second series.
Mhm.
But I think at the end of the game, we're going to be talking about Brendan Carroll.
Okay. I think at the end of the game, we're talking about Lane.
That's what it's all about. Figuring out
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Chente, welcome to the chat, Chente. We win comfortably, V's up. That's right, baby. So, any other thoughts on the game before we move to the high school games? What are you doing?
No, I was looking at this comment.
Which one?
You see, so if they win by 20 and don't cover, the vibes will still be high going into UTSA. Okay. I mean, I
don't
agree.
agree. I don't agree.
I agree with that.
You agree if they win by 20 that the vibes will be well, the vibes are going to be high because we won and we're going to UTSA. My thing is, I will not be happy with as a fan, if we only win by 20, I think that's emotionally a little bit of an L.
I think you're underestimating UTPB and overestimating us.
That's why we have opinions, and that's why we're going to talk about it Sunday.
Yes.
Because we're going to find out who was right and who was wrong. So,
Yeah.
my take is Brendan Carroll is going to be a star, and we're going to hear about him a lot.
Okay.
I think we're not going to have a quarterback after this game, and I think that we're going to go into UTSA in the same situation.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean,
I think that we're going to run the ball a lot, and I think that we're going to probably throw the ball between the two guys. They might throw the ball 15 times. I think there's not going to be enough chances to show who runs the offense well because we're going to pound the ball down the throat and just use the big uglies down low. And Gannon's going to be getting crazy. We're going to see some guitars going. We're going to see some picking up running backs, right? We're going to see a lot of that, right? And I think the defense creates 3 turnovers and we score 2 touchdowns on defense. I'm done with that. You tell me what you think.
We're still talking UTPB, right?
I'm talking the game, yeah. I just gave you my take. I wasn't talking high school, dog. We're talking the game.
Well, no, because you said UTSA. I thought you were talking about UTSA.
I think we're going to go into UTSA without a quarterback still.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's not going to be enough. They're only going to pass the ball 15 times between that. In my opinion, they're only going to have 15 opportunities to pass the ball because we're going to go up early and they're going to start putting other people in.
Okay. I see this being a game in the second half.
Ooh, man.
And that's my opinion. I see this being a game in the second half, but I do think we pull away in the fourth. Enough to cover 17 and a half, I don't know. But I think the size and the offense defensive lines pull away in the fourth quarter.
So you think it's going to be a game all the way into the fourth?
I think so.
Wow. You are giving them a lot of credit, my boy. A lot of credit.
I'm also giving us hardly any credit because I just do not feel comfortable at all about what we know for sure going in.
Yeah, but I think you're giving them a lot of credit, man. You're giving them think about this, and we've talked about this before. They're a D2 team playing an FCS team. We're an FCS team playing an FBS team. We're supposed to lose by 29 points against UTSA. And what you're saying is that a D2 school is going to be within striking distance in the fourth quarter.
I think there's different levels to it. I think there's a bigger gap between FCS to FBS than D2 and FCS.
Okay, that's valid. I can give you some love on that. I'm going to push back though after you're done. Go ahead.
And the fact that they finished top 3 in D2 last year also means something. They're still ranked going into this season. So I think they're just a better D2 team than maybe we think.
I think you're thinking about old school football. Here's what I mean. I think you think that they finished top 5 in the country and they brought back their quarterback, Kanan, and they brought back their linebacker that went to Iowa State and their defensive lineman that went to West Virginia. If that were to happen, I would agree with you. I'd be like, man, they got some talent. They got a freaking All-American quarterback, All-American linebacker, and an All-American defensive lineman. They're going to make this close. Those guys are gone. Don't give them so much credit. They're not there anymore.
Like us though, we the portal hit us hard. This offseason hit us hard, but we have guys behind those guys that left. I'm betting that they also have those guys behind the guys that left to fill in those spots.
There's a drop, and you know there's a drop between D2, FCS, and FBS second and third stringers.
I just don't think it's as big in this situation.
Let me give you an example. And this is, DITV fan, DJ Shaw.
Okay.
DJ Shaw went to West Texas A&M last year.
Mm-hmm.
D2 school. Started, was a high-level player. Mm-hmm. So good that we signed him in the transfer portal. He's not a starter on our team.
Mm-hmm. Well, neither is Garrett, and he's coming from FBS.
So what does that say about us?
Either that Aiden is better than we thought, or Garrett is not as good as we thought, or the guy coming from West Texas was not as good as we thought.
Or we're just that talented and it's hard to get on the field.
I think it could be both. I think either we have really good talent, or the guys that we brought in just aren't as good as we wanted them to be.
I need to see us earn it before we give us respect. Currently have us, Marco, 5 wins. That's super low, dog.
I'm with Marco. I need to see it before I can say it, and I haven't seen anything yet.
Did you watch the PB coach interview? You sounded scared of UTRGV, very confident, not very confident. We'll come see. Well, he did call, what was it, Miguel? I think Miguel's in the chat. Oh, no, there it is. The valley, the shadow of death. He said that. He said, we got to go down to the valley. Shout out DITV, right? In the shadow of death. It's what he called coming down here. And I also think, Marco, you're discounting our home field advantage, man. You know how excited it's going to be, or exciting it's going to be on Saturday at that stadium at the VAC?
Well, yes, I do.
They're walking into an environment they've never walked into before. The D2 school, I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
They don't play in front of 12,000 people. There's people in our conference that don't play in front of 5,000. What do you think happens at D2?
I'm assuming less, but I don't know what they look like.
I'm assuming too. So they're walking into an environment with a bunch of 956 cubs, including myself. That's not really a cub, but I try. I wish I could, have the accent, do better at that, right? So I think that, yes, I respect the take, but I think you're overreacting a little bit to you're underplaying our home field advantage.
Roy, I'll take you to Arby's. Oh, you've got a bet there if you want to take it.
Which one?
Marco.
I'll take you on Arby's bet on. I'll take that bet. Stamp that. Boom. Marco, I'll eat those tacos, dog. We're going to win 6 games. I'm taking the over.
You seemed a little apprehensive about your $45K bet at UTSA.
I'm good. People are tripping on that, and they're saying, 29,000. I don't think that's true. Maybe we won't get the 45. I'm kind of worried about it, to be honest, now that I've been hearing a lot of talk. But I think we're going to have over 30.
But that doesn't get you a steak. That gets me a steak.
I know. But that's now another thing that came out today, and I don't know if you caught this, but the Goods was interviewed, and he said that their players are saying they're going to take our O away at the VAC.
Our O.
Like undefeated. They're going to come down and beat us to give us our first loss down here.
Oh, I mean, I would expect a team to say that. I mean,
yeah, but in an interview, they said it on an interview that got on the internet. You don't say that. That's bulletin board material. Obviously, they used it because the Goods said it. If the Goods said it, that means that they put it on a bulletin board, probably.
yeah, probably. I mean, I don't blame them for saying it. I mean, if that's what they think, they'll say it. That's what they think.
I'm with the players, man. Forget that. Come and get it. Come and get it. I don't think we have any UTPB people here. I did notice that the former coach followed me on X. That's dope. Chris McCullough. I didn't even know that, and I saw him like a post. Shout out
And
to
you
the
didn't-
coach.
He followed you, and you didn't even know where Gardner Webb was. Come on.
I know. I feel bad. I got to pay more attention to the follows. I usually do it when recruiting is happening. So that's crazy. So final take. You are saying that it's going to be a good game until the fourth. So
I don't
crazy
think
to me,
I
but
don't
whatever.
think they take our O, but we win.
Can
I
we
don't think
see the
that
clip? What
happens.
clip are we talking about? What
The
clip are we talking
Goods, the Goods. I'm
about?
assuming.
Oh, yeah. I'll find that right now. Hold up. Here, move on to PSJ Memorial. PSJ versus Mercedes.
Mercedes.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll
So
find the clip.
so tomorrow night, I'm heading to our, I guess first DITV game of the week for high school football. We got Mercedes at PSJA. I mean, it's something I'm looking forward to. You know, PSJA is coming off a rough season, obviously a season that they're not wanting to repeat. So we'll see what their new staff brings in, new players, you know, and then Mercedes is coming in, and they're coming in off a 11-1 season. I mean, they lost in the third round last year,
Big
and
time.
but something to keep in mind, PSJA has more returning lettermen than Mercedes. So, I mean, what does that experience do? I mean, we'll see tomorrow night, but I would say that PSJ is a very interesting team in the Valley. So they went from 9-3 a couple of years ago, a district championship in 2024, to a 1-9 year last year. Okay, you ready?
I got it. I got it right here. Oh, it's not playing. Hold on.
Yeah, turn on the volume.
Hold up. Now we're talking. All right, we'll go back. Let me know if you can hear it.
You guys are undefeated still at home. How important is it for you to protect, the back?
It's very important. I mean, I feel like those guys, they're posting on social media talking about we got to give them their first loss at home. And I mean, that's real disrespectful to me. I feel like we can't let anybody come in there and beat us.
Talk
So
to
we
them,
gotta have
Goods.
another undefeated season at home.
Talk to him, Goods. That's the clip. So they put that on the bulletin board somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, he saw it. So
Yeah.
that's the clip that we were able to find. All right, so first question for you. Obviously, you're going to be at that game, and I'll talk about my game next. Looking at PSJA versus Mercedes, is PSJA the most interesting team in the Valley going into week one? Ooh, good question.
I mean, I would definitely think they are one of, if not the most interesting team. I mean, if you look back a couple of years ago, like I said, they went 9-3, a district championship in 2024, to 1-9 the next year. So now Horacio Garza comes over from PSJ North, obviously one of the best teams in the Valley. I mean, he was the offensive coordinator over there, and he brings Isaiah with him over to PSJ.
Baller.
So Yeah,
Oh.
PSA has 14 starters back. So Thursday night, I'm not just looking to see if PSA wins. I mean, because Mercedes is also a very good team. But I want to see how the offense looks for PSGA. Are they a different team? Are they able to score a lot more? Because if they do, 32-6A is just going to get a lot more interesting if PSGA is able to bounce back this year.
Can Mercedes go into PSJA and sneak a W out?
Oh yeah, for sure. Even though Mercedes is 5A, PSJ is 6A. Here in the Valley and high school football, I don't think it matters too much for that. But I think what makes this a dangerous opener for PSJA is, everyone's talking about the new era for the Bears, and Mercedes isn't coming here to be a part of the Bears celebration, to help the Bears propel themselves into a better season. So this is a Tigers program that was still playing football in November last season. So if the Bears come out, try to figure out a new system, and Mercedes comes out settled and ready to play, they can spoil that party real quick. So the first quarter is going to tell a lot of how that game's going to be and which team is coming out more ready to play.
I think they could shock the world. I think that. Well, would it be an upset if PSA wins?
Yes.
Think so?
Coming off a 1-9 season versus an 11-1 season, yes, I think that is an upset.
Is Garza good enough to carry that team?
We'll see. There's a story behind him coming back. He had like 730 some receiving yards last year, 11 touchdowns at PSJ North. He comes over with his dad, the new head coach at PSJA. He's not just an offensive player. He can make an impact as a DB2, as a safety. So, it's going to be interesting to see how PSJ uses him. I'm going to just assume he's going to play both ways. Is he going to be a receiver or running back? What is he going to do on defense? Maybe he just does everything. Maybe he's the new Travis Hunter here in the Valley. But if Isaiah Garza has a big night, I think that new era at PSJ is going to be off to a good start here.
Outside of Garza, what other player do you want to see on that field that we need to know?
Man, there's a lot. Individually, I'm not going to say any individual names just because I'm going to leave somebody out. Okay,
I will.
But I want to see Mercedes come out and build off that third round playoff game from last year. I want him to see them come out ready to play, hitting hard with an offense that's ready to go. So, they're individually, I don't know, but I want to see just Mercedes come out and prove that last year wasn't a fluke.
Well, let me give you some names that I want to watch. I'll be watching.
Okay.
Frankie Salinas, All-State.
Mm-hmm.
734 rushing yards, 1,200 all-purpose yards.
Yeah.
Baller. Noah how do you say that? Buenrostro?
Buenrostro. Yeah.
Man, see, I got to work on my Spanish. This guy had 118 tackles last year, 6 sacks, and almost 400 rushing yards with 13 total touchdowns. Pops is taking Mercedes.
Okay. Yeah, that's my pick too. I'm picking Mercedes to win.
I just don't know if PSG wins, if it's an upset. I honestly think it wouldn't be an upset. But you're probably right. Mercedes is coming at the third round. They got a bunch of returning players, and the only player but the star player is new to the school, and there's a new coach. So
yeah, I think if PSG loses this first game, that doesn't mean that their season is done. Because like we said, they're playing with a new coach, a new system, so it might take some time. But I think there are positives we can take away from this game, and and just seeing how PSA plays against Mercedes.
I mean, they have the most to gain is PSJA.
Yes, for sure.
100% the most to gain. They're picked to finish sixth in the district in 32 6A, which is last,
Yeah.
right? If they beat an 11-1 Mercedes team with 30 returning lettermen and 14 returning starters, you got to give them some respect.
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure. For
now,
sure. Yeah.
Now they're looking at, well, are they a top 3 team in 32 6A?
Yeah.
Right? Can they compete with the Harlingens, the Los Fresnos, the PSG Norse? Right? And you're right. It wasn't very long ago where PSG was smacking people.
Yeah, I mean, 2 years ago they had a district championship, 9-3, and then they go 1-9 the next year. So, I mean, was 1-9 the fluke, or who knows? I mean, that's what we're kind of looking for in this game here.
Yeah, I think if Mercedes wins, they're supposed to win.
Yeah.
If PSG wins, they shock the world, and it's the start of the Coach Garza's career.
Yeah.
And they have an all-state player in Isaiah Garza, who is actually, to me, as good at basketball than he is at football. If you ever watched him play basketball, the guy can hoop, right? So I think it's a great matchup, a great game of the week. Are you going to do a prediction, or what are we going to score? What do you got? You don't have to, but
I mean, I'm picking Mercedes.
Okay.
I'm going to say Mercedes by 2 touchdowns.
Mercedes plus 14.
Yeah.
I'm going to go PSG.
Minus 14.
Oh, excuse me. I don't know all the rules. I'll just go the opposite for the sake of being opposite, and I can argue with you.
Okay.
But I think that Garza is that special of a player.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're watching a kid that's going to be a junior, and when he becomes a senior, he's going to get FBS offers.
Yeah.
100%. And when you got kids like that with that type of talent, they can run the team to wins that you did not expect.
Yes.
And I think he's that special of a player. He was all over the place on the scrimmage from what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. So I'm going to go PSJA. You're going to go Mercedes. I'm excited for that tomorrow. I'll be watching it on TV. I mean, we got Southland Conference football tomorrow, and we got PSJA versus Mercedes and Lopez versus Rivera. Low-key a big game in Brownsville. So that's another one I'll be watching. So any other final takes before we move on to our next game?
Well, remember, I'll be watching the bands also, Mercedes, PSJA.
Bands.
So we'll see what they bring out. Historically, I mean, PSJA is the better band for sure. I mean, they've made state several times. So, but we'll see what the bands bring out. Again, just going to bring exposure to those kids and give them some shine for what they're doing on the field too. I mean, because they're working just as hard as everyone else to put their program out there.
Shout out to the band. Shout out to the band directors. I'm really happy that you're doing this because just like volleyball, right? We're going to give the band some love, and I'm glad you're doing it. So let's move on to my game. And my game, which is cool, I'll be on the sidelines, man. I got a media pass to go to Los Fresnos versus Laredo, which is nice because it's not too far from the crib. So
nice.
I was able to get that. So any other schools out there that want us to go to a game, I mean, food would be nice, but I don't really care about that as much. But a media pass will be good. So let's go over this game, man. Talk to me. What do you got?
All right. So, well, I guess first thing, what are your main points about this game? Just to start off.
Well, Laredo had a down. Alexander had a down year last year, right? They were 4-6, and it's a development year to them. They made the playoffs previously, I think 4 straight years. So it's a team that's looking to bounce back against a team that's established and looking for the 3rd district title.
Yeah.
Right. So there's some things that we can talk about as far as what, where, and how. But Los Fresnos. Going into Los Fresnos, I know you haven't been to a game, man. They don't mess around. I'll probably have like 3 of my tias there, maybe a couple uncles, right? You know, my cousin's a coach out there, right? So that place is going to be rocking. Coach
Yeah.
Cantu is an alumnus of the school, right? He's got that program going in the right direction. Last year they were undefeated going in the playoffs, and then the playoff game that they won on a pick six on a bad call, in my opinion, they lost that game, and I think they should have won that game. But you can do what you want, but they have some momentum. 23
Yeah.
Letterman coming back, 11 starters. You know, the biggest thing is they lost Robert Pineda. 4-year starter at quarterback, fast, athletic. Now he's playing college ball, and they have a new quarterback.
Okay.
Right? So they got Evan McChesney, who was a receiver last year. But, and I even talked to my pops about this multiple times because we talk Los Fresnos all the time, is that I would have loved to see Evan quarterback the team last year and have Robert be a slot or running back. I think this kid is good. I think he has the arm strength to be good. He has the athletic ability. He got one start last year when Pineda was out of the game against Laredo, I believe United, right? Or one of the Laredo kids. And he had composure. He protected the ball, threw some touchdown passes, and looked extremely accurate. This kid can throw the ball.
Is he a baseball player? Do you know?
I do not know if he's a baseball player.
You
He does play basketball. So he's an athletic kid that's been in varsity since sophomore year.
Yeah.
So really excited to see what goes on. I mean, you got an 11-1 team versus a 4-6 team.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, you look at those records. I mean, what can make this game closer than we think it's going to be, like with that discrepancy?
Well, we got to find out what the quarterback's going to do. I think Laredo is going to crowd the box. I think they're going to make him throw. I would, right?
Yeah.
He's his first time starting on a big stage, right? They got a running back named Tyler. I'm going to mess up his last name, right? So I don't even want to try it, but there's a running back that's proven that Tyler Stachowicz. Sorry, Tyler, I messed that up, right? That's coming back, 653 yards last year, right? But I think Laredo is going to crowd the box. They have a huge, not a huge kid, but a 6'4", 275-pound sophomore named Oscar Alvarado, who's also a shot putter and discus thrower. So I've messaged him and talked to him before and his parents. The kid is a big defensive lineman, right? They got Juan Godoy, 133 tackles last year. That is just a playmaker on defense. That 4-6 record, to me, doesn't mean this game is going to be a slouch.
Yeah.
I think Laredo's going to come in here and give something. On top of that, they got a guy named Brendan Kisslinger. And this kid went insane for 230 yards in a scrimmage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
230 yards. So, yes, sir, Mr. Coda. Shot put in discus. Yes, sir, Coda.
Yeah.
So this guy, he's a top 3 freshman in the country as a thrower. And he's 6'4", 275. So this guy can really play. So I don't think that this is a pushover game at all. I think Los Fresnos can do it, but I think that Laredo Alexander is coming to play. And they're traveling.
So what does Alexander have to do to, make this game uncomfortable for Los Fresnos? I mean, it is at home. You said it's going to be a raucous crowd. So what do they have to do to quiet those people, quiet that crowd down?
Well, they're going to have to stop Ryan Prepperchaw from getting picks. Ryan Prepperchaw had 8 interceptions last year. He is a ball hawk on the defensive backfield, right? So they're going to have to know where he's at offensively at all times. The kid can play. They also need to stop Ethan Guerra, who was a sophomore last year for Los Fresnos and had a big season as a sophomore, right? So they're going to have to key on that, and they're going to have to make the quarterback win the game. That's going to be the secret sauce. They're going to have to make him win the game. And then for really to look at it is they're going to have to stop Tyler. Tyler's the running back from Los Fresnos, and he's a quick one. He's a track guy, very fast on the track, so he can run. A very shifty, smaller running back. averaged 5.7 yards per carry, played as a sophomore also. So to me, if they're able to gather in the box, make Evan throw the ball, and then maybe get him to throw a pick or two in the first half, take the crowd out of it, right? And then get the ball to Kessinger as much as they can and let Godoy, the linebacker, get loose, they can make this a game. Because a crowd can help you, but then when the crowd gets out of the game, it can hurt you. And Los Fresnos is known for having a great crowd. I've been to many of those games, and they have to handle that road environment at Los Fresnos because people are going to be there early. There's a tailgate that's happening, right? So all the Los Fresnos fans, man, they're going to be there. So it's a tough task for Alexander, but they have to see if 4-6 was a fluke and they're back, or is that kind of who they are? So it's yet to be determined on that one.
All right, so when this game's over, I mean, depending on the result, what's something that we're going to learn from this game beyond week one that helps us kind of project the rest of the season?
If Los Fresnos holds Alexander to 2 touchdowns or less, and McChesney throws the ball for 175 yards or 200 yards, shows command of the offense, if Tyler gets you loose, if Ethan Guerra gets loose, if Ryan's out there picking the ball off, right? If their defensive line is able to, really get into the backfield and put pressure on Alexander, after this game, we might be talking about Los Fresnos being the best team in 32-6A.
Okay.
And it's not the best until you go through PSJA because they're moving up, right?
Yeah.
But if they go out there and they smack these guys, and they're win by 4 touchdowns, 32-6A has a problem.
Yeah.
And that problem is Evan McChesney, Ethan Guerra, Ryan Preppershaw, right, and Tyler. And if they get all loose, they have good coaching over there to be able to make a run and be just as good as they were last year. Now, they got to go through the gauntlet, man. I already know the game of the week is going to be PSJ North Los Fresnos in the future.
Oh yeah,
that's going to be a huge game, right? They got to go through Harlingen, right? They got stuff to do, but I think this is not going to be a down year for Los Fresnos. I think this is going to be a big year where they continue and they get either in contention or win their 3rd championship. And I'm not just being a homer.
Yeah. Okay.
I really believe in their talent that they have. They got some big time players.
So what's your pick for this game? What are you going with?
I'll go Los Fresnos by 2 touchdowns.
By 4? Okay.
I think that's what it's going to be. I think the running game is going to show some dominance. And I think that Ethan Guerra is going to get loose, and I think Evan's going to become a star. I think Evan McChesney is a star. And I think he was a star last year.
Yeah.
And I think that he could have started last year. But they had the best athlete on their team, which was Robert Pineda at quarterback, and I'm not mad at that. But I think this kid is a star. So I'm looking forward to see how big of a star he is and see where he's at. But Laredo Alexander has some guys, man. So they're in the backfield, forcing a strip fumble, right? And they got Oscar Alvarado, 6'4", 275, dancing in the backfield. They're going to have some issues.
Yeah.
So we got to see what that line has. I think Mr. Lopez from Tex Preps talked about a lineman from Los Fresnos named Kluger, I believe his name was.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do some research on that, and we'll drop some edits on that tomorrow because he talked about the line, and he also talked about Garza, Frankie Salinas. He also talked about the Mercedes guys, also the PSA guys. So a lot of information to keep dropping, but really excited about these games. Really happy that we're able to bring the DITV play a game of the week on and do this. So
yeah,
I can talk about. I'm excited. Can you tell I'm excited? It's football, man.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. So is Los Fresnos considered top 3 in the Valley right now?
Not on most rankings. They're like 6.
Okay.
They're not in the top three. I mean, you got PSJ North that's up there, right? So, I mean, some people have Harlingen up there.
Yeah, that was that was a team that Matt Stepp said to keep an eye out.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zella's good. Westlaco's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The guy named Malachi is awesome. So, I mean, there's a lot of teams in the Valley that are competing, but they're not considered a top three team
Okay.
right now. They are in the top 10 though, and everywhere you look, they're in the top 10.
Top 10. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Los Fresnos, they're, top 10 in football right now. They're, I guess
Volleyball.
I would say number one or two in volleyball, depending who you ask. I mean, it's Los Fresnos and McAllen Memorial right now, the top, and then Los Fresnos just seems to be good at everything.
They're starting to be. I mean, they were down a little before Cantu got here.
Okay.
Right? They were playing like this triple option type of deal when I got here, and they had some down years, but the last 3 years with Robert Piñata starting, they really turned it around. So, and their JV team and their freshman team won district last year.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That's not talked about a lot.
Yeah.
But if your JV team wins district and your freshman team wins district, there's going to be some names that step up as sophomores and juniors that add to the depth.
Yeah.
So we're going to have more information next week or on Sunday when we talk about it. We still got to figure out how we're going to do Sunday. But I imagine we're going to review these 2 games.
I mean, we'll review all three games, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to be able to talk about it. We'll play some highlights, and I'm excited to be there. It's going to be hot, and but it's fun, man. It's fun.
So one thing I forgot to mention too about Pioneer and Memorial, that last night's game. So Memorial took every game, freshman, JV, varsity. Yeah, they took every game against Pioneer. So it wasn't just varsity that took the win; it was everybody. Yeah, the varsity game or the JV game before varsity went 3 sets, so that was another good game. I didn't get to see the freshman game. I got there a little bit late, but they won also. So Memorial was able to take the sweep. So
was Memorial picked to be a good team at the beginning, or they just turned out to be a good team?
No, they've been good.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's crazy that they've played like 20 games already in volleyball.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they play like 6, 7, 8 games a weekend in a tournament. I mean,
it's a lot.
So yeah, so that's how they've banked up all those games. I mean, I think this is going to be the 3rd or 4th weekend for a tournament, and then district starts. So
I think next week we might do like we're not going to do our own top 10, but we'll look at the top 10 teams next week in the Valley and maybe look at that and see who played well.
Yeah.
Right. That might be kind of fun. And there's some good games. Harlinger South has a good game. San Benito has a good game. Right. Yep. What's the other game that people are? Raymondville has a good game.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of La Feria is coming through. I got to go watch my boy Noah play. Yes, I'm going to go to a PSA North. Drayden, somebody we interviewed. So I let him know I'm going to go check him out and go do that. So and we talked about Eddie Bird Economides is really good. John Carrion. So those are all games that I think I'm going to try to drop a couple more of those Ivan Palacio videos tomorrow.
Okay.
And because there's a bunch of good nuggets, man. That was a great interview. Interview, man. So even the Matt Stepp ones, I dropped the Marco Regalado interview today. Not interview, but edit. So that was pretty fun. And then, Mark Lopez from Tex Preps gave me a bunch of good information earlier today. So I'll be dropping some of that stuff. So I got a lot to do when it comes to it. But we're here, man. We're here. I'm going to start getting hydrated tomorrow, drink a bunch of water, preparing for Saturday. Because I don't want to be messing around and mess up.
Yeah.
Plus the season starts very early too. Los Fresnos volleyball was good. Yep. And then volleyball starts Friday for UTRGV.
Yeah, they start at West Virginia. First game, 5:00.
Yep.
So So, well, Monday I'll have my first updated Southland power rankings for football.
Ooh.
So,
And we got 4 games tomorrow in the Southland?
I haven't checked the schedule. I don't know. But whoever plays this week or this weekend, I mean, I think everybody's playing this week, right?
I mean, we got SFA versus Prairie View A&M, I think, is this weekend.
Yeah, so we'll see how everyone does. I mean, I don't know how much their rankings will change, but it just depends on how they do against their teams this week. So
it's all good, and I'll be interested in doing it. We can argue about it, and we already have our guests set up for next week.
Oh yeah.
So we talked about that earlier. Anything else? You got anything else before we get out of here?
Well, once you put your thing into Opus or the video, send me the volleyball and the ones for Mercedes so I can put those.
I'll get you the password in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to put the volleyball and for sure the Mercedes tomorrow because the game's tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Text me to remind me if I haven't done it in the morning.
Okay.
Because right now I'm probably going to see what's going on and watch a couple shows before I go to sleep. And then I always can't go to sleep after we do this. I get like an adrenaline rush. I don't know. Like
that's how I was last night after the volleyball game. I came home. I couldn't go to sleep after it last night.
I mean, this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool. Like we're not part of anything, but we're part of something.
Yeah.
Houston Christian tomorrow. That's another good one. Houston Christian versus SLU. Houston Christian is supposed to be better this year.
That'll be a good test and see where SLU and they are. Yeah.
We're gonna have multiple screens. Is it ESPN Plus, right? We can do multi-view
on the TV. Yes, not on the phone. Yeah.
No, on the TV. I got to figure that out, but we'll be getting that to tomorrow. What else you got? Well, anything else?
No, nothing. I'll be at the PSA game, so I can't watch. I can't watch the other ones, but no, I don't have anything else. I'm just excited. We got, like I said, games the rest of the week through Saturday. So I'm just seeing how this first week goes.
We can only figure out and get better.
Yep.
So we're gonna try to get better at doing it. We'll get more graphics. Well, I mean, right now it's still pre games, right? Next week we'll have highlights. Like we're gonna be able to play highlights. We're gonna be able to show Eddie, hey, look, this is a 50-yard pass, right? What do you see here?
Yeah.
Right. We're gonna be able to break down players. Lane bust 100 yards. We can talk about why, when, and where. Mm-hmm. Right. If Dement goes off, if four-way gets in there, right? Sweeney, right? If he's out there getting loose, returning kicks, and if he's on the slot doing good, and then the defense, we're going to be able to break down and see how elite they are, because if they're truly elite, this team is not going to score more than. We can talk about that game forever, man. we had 18 points last year on defense.
Yeah.
You really think this darn team's going to come in and score 21 points?
Well,
come on, man.
Think too. Our first 3 games were played against nobody, so that also counted toward that average.
True. Good point. Right, but it's a good point. But still, 18 for the whole season.
Yeah.
I just don't really think that they're going to come in here and score 21 points on us. I think the most they're going to score is 10.
Okay. Until I see it, I just need to see it first. So
I get it. Thanks for everybody for joining. Appreciate it. We're going to come back on Sunday and have a lot more to talk about.
Yep.
Right. Then we got football season in full swing starting tomorrow. Volleyball in full swing. Pretty soon we're going to be talking basketball with Chambers. Pretty soon we're going to be talking that. We'll get more guests for basketball. If you guys want to see somebody come on, let us know. Hit them up. Tell them they need to come on. But Eddie is going to be a regular on the show, and then Samuel Akim is coming on next week to talk about FCS. There's some pretty big games that he can talk to us about and give us shine some light on what's going on in the rest of the country.
Mm-hmm.
All right, broski. Have a good night. I'll hit you up tomorrow, and then remind me about the password if I don't do it.
Okay. All right. All right.
Deuces.
Good night.
Peace.